Hello everyone, James Baek here, and it's time for some more VGC 2015 battles for Under Those Battles Battle Ladder with this team one more time. Cofagrigus, Camerupt, Gastrodon, Amoonguss, Hariyama, and Escavalier. We're going to be fighting two battles, and this will be the last episode with this team. Really proud of this team as it did get me to the 1900s, and let's see if we can climb farther into the 1900s. Our first opponent of the day will be Daky from Italy, 1823 rating as our first opponent. I feel like I played him before, and this team definitely looks familiar to me. We see Suicune, Breloom, Heatran, Sylveon, Kangaskhan, and Landorus Varian. Very standard team. So, obviously, the things to worry about would be Suicune, Sam, the Tailwind. Breloom's going to be an annoying Pokemon with Spore, most likely holding the Focus Sash item. Heatran could be offensive with Life Orb, or could be the bulky leftover set. We got Sylveon, who's obviously known for spamming Hyper Voice. Kangaskhan is a Mega, wondering if it has Power Punch or Low Kick. Might be Power Punch because the Breloom offers Fighting type coverage. And Landorus Varian, that obviously offers the Intimidate support. He does not have a good way to stop Trick Room other than Breloom, and I could definitely see Breloom and Kangaskhan lead. So I'm going to lead Cofagrigus and Hariyama because it does give me the Fake Out pressure. Gonna bring Escavalier here because it's immune to the Fake Out. And I think I might have Camerupt in the back. I'm also wondering if Camerupt's even the best call because Gastrodon also does pretty well as it walls the Suicune and the Heatran well, but it also struggles against the Breloom. You know what, I think I'll bring Camerupt here. Might not be the best call, and this team can definitely take me down. Spore is one of the most annoying things to deal with on this team, because Cofagrigus does not have a Lung Berry, so it will probably be taking a turn of sleep, and this should definitely be annoying. As Kangaskhan and Breloom will be my opponent's lead against my Hariyama and Cofagrigus. I predicted this lead, but it's not like I had much to do about it. But right now, it's actually pretty simple for me what I can do. I'm going to switch out my Cofagrigus into Escavalier. If you guys don't know, Escavalier has the Overcoat ability, which makes it immune to Spores. And I think I'm going to fake out the Breloom, just in case it has a Focus Sash, and I want to break it down. We're probably going to see the Fake Out onto Hariyama, though. Escavalier going to come through, and Kangaskhan is going to Mega Evolve. No reason for it not to. Let's see. Kangaskhan is going to go for the Fake Out onto the Hariyama, which is going to do alright damage. A bit more than I hoped, but it's fine as we see the Spore into the Cofagrigus slot, but of course Overcoat makes it immune. Wondering what my opponent could do next. He could switch out into Heatran, that's one of the plays I'm expecting. I think knocking out this Breloom is a top priority, though. However, I feel like my Hariyama is about to take a turn of sleep here, or he's probably going to double attack the Hariyama with a Bullet Punch and return. So I think I'm going to actually helping. That's not really the best idea, though. My opponent's definitely got the lead on me here. I think it's a combo that I just can't beat, to be honest. I think I'm going to go for the Mega Horn onto the Kangas. Do I, though? You know what? I'm going to go for the X-Scissor onto the Breloom. And I think I'm going to switch out Hariyama into my Cofagrigus, because I do not want my Hariyama fainting yet, and I can also get the Fake Out pressure soon. So Cofagrigus is going to come through. As we see the Facade from Kangaskhan, interesting, and we do see the Bullet Seed, so it was double targeting Hariyama, but Cofagrigus should be able to eat a Bullet Seed just fine. As long as it doesn't hit really a lot of times, 3 times, okay, I'm fine with that. X's are going to connect with the Breloom, which is going to bring it down to the Focus Sash item. Now I see Kangaskhan switching out and the Breloom going for Spore. I don't have much for that, though. I'm going to X-Scissor the Breloom because Breloom's definitely the threat, and I think I'm going to withdraw my Cofagrigus here into Hariyama. And yeah, I'm going to make this play. Breloom's actually going to be the one to withdraw. Interesting. Into Heatran? Yeah, there's the Heatran. Excellent play by my opponent. But his Kangaskhan can't do much to me right now. Which is the interesting part. Hariyama's going to come through, and let's see what the Kangaskhan went for. Maybe that's Fire Punch? Okay, it's just going to go for the low kick into the Escavalier, which gets a critical hit. Escavalier is not the heaviest Pokemon, even though it looks pretty heavy, as I get the Exeter off onto the Heatran, which doesn't matter. But right here, I'm actually not in a bad position. I'm going to switch out my Escavalier into Cofagrigus and go for the Fake Out. This does seem like a safe play, I think. Yeah, I'm going to Fake Out the Kangaskhan. As my opponent's actually going to withdraw Kangaskhan, we're probably going to see our last Pokemon here. Suicune. Okay, I'm fine with that. I probably should have faked out the Heatran, but Heatran might be going for the Protect right now. However, Suicune's not really an offensive pressure to be reckoned with. Cofagrigus might be able to live a Heat Wave and Scald combination, as Heatran's going to Protect. Okay, so at least I got a bit of chip damage on the Suicune. However, my Pokemon are taking a lot of damage, and that's definitely a problem. However, I can just safely go for the Trick Room here and close combat the Heatran, I think. Yeah, he can't switch out into anything. Whoever he targets, he is going to go for the Heat Wave. We're probably going to see Heat Wave and Scald. I'm not sure if this can KO Cofagrigus. Oh, that did too. Oh, he gets a burn on my Hariyama, which is actually going to activate my Guts ability. Definitely interesting. And Suicune goes for the Scald. Let's see onto who. Probably Cofagrigus. And that's able to pick up the knockout, unfortunately. That definitely puts me in a bad position, as I get the close combat off onto the Heatran, which will knock it out. However, I kind of want to Trick Room up, because now he has no way to deal with my Escavalier very well, except this Suicune. Well, I guess Kangaskhan could be a problem too. But I don't want to... Well, Cameru's pretty much worthless, unless I can knock out the Suicune effectively. He's going to bring out his Kangaskhan, I'm going to bring out my Camerupt. This game's not looking in my favor, and I think I honestly have to accept defeat. I just had nothing for Breloom. I might as well Protect here with Camerupt and switch out my Hariyama into Escavalier to take any Fake Out or Return. Or maybe even if my opponent's smart, he'll go for the low kick onto the Hariyama slot. So we'll see. Escavalier is going to come through. Camerupt is going to Mega Evolve, and we'll see. My opponent's smart if he just goes for the Scald and maybe the low kick. Escavarup's going to Protect, and we see the Fake Out onto the Hariyama slot like predicted. Not going to do much to Escavalier. And let's see what the Suicune goes for. The Scald into the Camerupt slot. So really, now I can't do much of anything, to be honest. I really have to hope that my opponent misplays here by going for the Scald onto the Escavalier slot. As I'm gonna Mega Horn and Earth Power the Suicune. He's gonna go for the low kick onto Escavalier, which is going to miss out the knockout, obviously. And we see the Scald onto the Camerupt slot, and that will be pretty much the game. But let's see how much Mega Horn will do to this Suicune. Even if I get to crit, I don't have a chance, but Suicune avoids the Mega Horn. Irony, but yeah, this team really didn't have a good answer to Breloom. It has good answers to Amoonguss, it's just not to Breloom. That's something I really want to improve about this team. I didn't have much for Breloom, and that's definitely annoying. Breloom plus a Fake Out user. As I'm going to... Actually, there's no point of wasting time here. I know I lost. There's no way I could come back from this. So that's definitely a problem with my team. I definitely want to improve that, and unfortunately I think that battle just took me out of the 1900s. So we will have to win the next battle in order to get back into the 1900s, unless it's a low-rated player. Definitely a shame, but VGC teams, you obviously have to adjust them, and Breloom and Kangaskhan is definitely growing more popular, and I will have to adjust that. So I'm gonna think about what I can adjust, but right now we're gonna go into second bout and see how we do. Our second opponent of the day will be someone from Japan, 1669 rating, and unfortunately I don't think this battle would even get me back into 1900 since I'm like 1889. We're gonna see the team of Rotom Wash, Slowbro, Kangaskhan, Aerodactyl, Gengar, and Clefable. Now this team really has some interesting ideas. I can see definitely a possibility of Minimize and Mega Slowbro with Psych Up, Minimize Clefable obviously. And Skydrop Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl is one of the most unusual Pokemon you usually see now. It used to be common in the 14th season. You had Tailwind, Taunt, and Wide Guard, and Skydrop, which made it a really great support Pokemon. Kangaskhan will be the Mega here, unless it's Mega Gengar, which is a possibility. It could also be Eject Button Kangaskhan, but I don't think that will be happening here. As, I don't know, this team looks pretty solid. Obviously, I love Cavalier here. He does not have a Fire-type move unless it's that Slowbro. And if that's the case, or the Clefable. Clefable can carry the Fire move. Also, Kangaskhan can, but I doubt it's carrying Fire Punch. Who do I want to lead with? That's always the question. I feel like, I don't know, Hariyama does well, but it doesn't do well against Clefable. I think I want to lead Cofagrigus, definitely, but who would be the second Pokemon? I kind of want to bring Gastrodon, Camerupt, and Escavalier, but I don't know who to pair it with. I think I'm going to lead... Well, Camerupt's decent in here, but I think I'm going to lead Camerupt with Gastrodon and Escavalier in the back. The reason I'm leading with Camerupt instead of Gastrodon is because if he does lead with a Water-type Pokemon, I could always switch on to Gastrodon and take the Scald easily. Let's see how this goes, though, as this might be troublesome. As my opponent, well, I'm going to lead Cofagrigus and Camerupt against my opponent, Kangaskhan and Clefable. Okay, that's a fine lead. I'm fine with that because I didn't lead my Hariyama. Right here, the fake out onto Cofagrigus is most likely what's going to happen, and the Clefable's probably will try to set up a Minimize, and I can't do anything to stop that. So I might as well just try to set up the Trick Room here and go for the Heat Wave, trying to get some damage onto these Pokemon, as he's actually going to withdraw Kangaskhan right away. Well, we see Slowbro coming in, and I think that is Slowbro. Yeah, that's Slowbro, which I'm fine with, to be honest. I might be setting up the Trick Room for him, though. However, just Clefable, please don't have Minimize. I mean, that's a thing, and I do not want to face something like that. But we do see the Minimize as anticipated. Oh, that's going to be annoying to deal with. Minimize is not usually something you see, but I do connect with the Heat Wave at least. And I'm able to do a lot to that Clefable. Critical hit on the Slowbro, and I get the Trick Room off, which is absolutely perfect. As Clefable reveals leftovers. Okay. Now the problem is, you can go for the Water-type move, or you can go for the Psych Up. Ah, this is so bad. I could also double target the Slowbro. Nightshade plus Earth Power might be able to knock it out. But I think I'm going to make the safe play, withdraw Cofagrigus into Gastrodon, and go for the Earth Power onto the Clefable. Because Earth Power should be able to knock it out, because Heat Wave did that much damage and it's spread. As long as I hit the Heat Wave, I will be in good shape. If I miss, that will be a problem. Earth Power. Clefable avoids the attack, unfortunately. We see the Disable from Slowbro, which disables my Earth Power. As we see another Minimize. It's not even... Oh, right, Kangaskhan was in, so... We didn't even see the Mega Slowbro, I forgot, but it can definitely have Psych Up, which is going to be an annoying issue to deal with. I'm going to double attack the Slowbro because there's no point of targeting down Clefable. It's... Oh, right. I'm going to have to go for Heat Wave and Earth Power. Don't have Psych Up, please. I don't want to face Psych Up Minimize. If you guys don't know, this actually did top cut Florida, which I'm seriously... Minimize is not really a viable strategy in VGC just because you can stall it out, and Slowbro is going to go for Protect. As Heat Wave connects, yes, it connects with the Clefable. That's ideal. And that's going to bring it down to another Heat Wave range. If I can connect with a Heat Wave, as Minimize is going to happen. Luckily, Clefable does not get any real recovery. It does get Moonlight, and Soft Boil is illegal in VGC. So I'm hoping it doesn't have Moonlight. But I might as well go for the Earth Power onto the Slowbro and just Heat Wave again. Because there's no point of going for a... Well, I might as well just attack the Slowbro because Heat Wave is spread damage. Luckily, the strategy of Follow Me, Minimize won't really work in this situation just because... Oh, he's actually going to withdraw Slowbro. Whoever he sends out is going to take a lot of damage. Unless it's Rotom Wash. And Clefable's going to protect, I'm fine with that. Because Rotom Wash, even though it's a great Pokemon to have here, it can't do much damage to either of my Pokemon. It can't hit me with Thunderbolts. Hydro Pump will just give me the Storm Drain boost, and Heat Wave did a lot there. Like, I'm impressed with that Heat Wave. As Clefable's just healing with the leftovers, we've seen Follow Me, not Follow Me, we've seen Minimize and Protect, we most likely see Follow Me, and we don't know the last move. I'm just gonna go for the Heat Wave and Muddy Water again. Did Trick Room expire? I think it didn't. No, I think it did actually. As we're gonna see the Follow Me, which I am fine with because I went for spread moves anyway. Going to go for the Heat Wave. Clefable obviously avoids the attack. Minimize. I will be able to hit one thing on this Clefable sooner or later. That Rotom Wash is interestingly not Citrus Berry. Oh wait, Trick Room didn't expire yet apparently. As we see the Will-O-Wisp into Gastrodon, which is fine because I have Recover, and Recovery will be just fine. As Clefable is going to heal back with that Leftovers, and he can't really switch out. I mean, he can technically, but he can't do anything with his Rotom. I think I'm going to Earth Power the Rotom Wash slot and Heat Wave. He's obviously not going to switch out Clefable. And if he switches out his Rotom Wash, I'm going to punish it. And even if he doesn't switch out, I get the KO on Rotom. He does switch out his Rotom. Let's see who he goes into though. Slowbro? That's, I think, the Slowbro. Oh yeah, Slowbro gets Regenerator. As Clefable is going to protect... Oh, please don't be Psych Up. That's so bad if it's Psych Up. As Earth Power did a lot. Heat Wave is going to do a decent amount to this Slowbro. Yeah, that's a decent amount. Leftover is going to heal Clefable, and now it comes to that point. Do you have it? Do you have the Psych Up? Which it probably does. So I'm going to Earth Power and Heat Wave. And I'm running out of Heat Wave power points, which is annoying. Slowbro is actually going to go for Protect, which is interesting. Let's see what the Clefable did. As it goes for the Moonblast, so it's trying to lower the special attack of my Gastrodon. Oh, he's trying to take my Gastrodon out. Which I'm fine with, as Heat Wave, not going to... Oh, it connects with the Clefable. Yes, can it knock it out, though. Clefable is knocked out. So fortunate, because... Now that means... Now that Clefable's gone, I'm able to safely don't have to worry about Psych Up on Slowbro. Kangaskhan's going to come out here, and it's probably going to go for the attack into Gastrodon, and we're probably going to see the Scald. So I'm going to switch out to Cofagrigus, because Cofagrigus can take attack well, and protect with my camera up. Oh, that Minimize Clefable. Minimize is such an annoying strategy, but it's one strategy that I think it won't work in VGC, just because it takes a while to set up, and your opponent can always just stall you out. Of course, Aaron Trailer, he did win with a minimized Clefable, but he didn't actually really use Minimize throughout the tournament. So, there is an exception to that. Minimize Follow Me does work. However, Pokemon strategies like Minimize really shouldn't work in VGC. As I'm going to protect with my camera up, and let's see, and he goes for the return, which I'm perfectly fine with. His Rotom's in Heat Wave knockout, so I'm going to Trick Room here. And I'm going to switch out my camera up into Gastrodon. Because I really am just trying to sack off Gastrodon right now. That was a good switch on his part, though. His Slowbro is getting Regenerator health, which I'm fine with. However, now I can freely set up the Trick Room, and this game should be mine. I think I pretty much checked my opponent by knowing that I was going to connect with my moves sooner or later on that Clefable, and obviously minimizes base your chance of luck. It's based off your chances of luck, and obviously mine's is terrible, but you know what? Sometimes it's not terrible, so gonna withdraw camera up to go into Gastrodon to sack it off. And let's see. As we see the Volt switch from the Rotom, interesting choice. I'm not sure that's specs damage or not. It could be, because I know Volt switch is really weak on Rotom Wash. We're going to see the Slowbro come through though. As we see Slowbro, and we see the return onto Gastrodon. Sorry about that for a second, I had to check something real quick. But he does not get the Gastrodon, however, I do get the free Trick Room up, which is absolutely fantastic. Actually, I don't even need to bring out camera up now. I can safely bring out Escavalier, and I don't know how slow Slowbro is. But I'm pretty sure Escavalier will underspeed Slowbro, so I'm going to Will-O-Wisp, the Kangaskhan slot, and X-Scissor, the Slowbro slot. This should be guaranteed. The worst possible thing is the Slowbro, that outspeeds my Escavalier in Trick Room. You get the Flamethrower off onto my Escavalier, knocks it out, and I missed a Will-O-Wisp somehow, and he has like the Crunch or something. That would be the worst terms. However, as long as I have Trick Room up, my Mega Camera up still around, I should be able to be just fine. And I can pretty much take risks from this point on. However, I do have to be wary of the fact of I do not have Storm Drain, so my Mega Camera is vulnerable to water type attacks. My opponent's taking a while to decide his moves. He might be deciding if he wants to switch or not, which is understandable. He only has a Rotom Wash in the back. His Kangaskhan's actually going to withdraw into the Rotom, which I'm absolutely fine with. Let's see. Slowbro goes for the Protect. Oh, this is a great play by him, actually. Let's see if Willow misses here. I would be fine if Willow misses, but it connects with the Rotom, which I'm absolutely fine with, as it connects and will knock it out. The burn will knock it out, but he does get free Fake Out Pressure, which is absolutely perfect for my opponent. Now it actually gets quite tricky. My opponent made an excellent play there. That was like his one chance to come back into this game, and it's obviously working for him. Luckily, he cannot switch now, so Slowbro cannot recover with Regenerator. I'm going to Willow the Kangaskhan and switch out my Escavalier into Camerupt, I think. Or do I just want to stay in with Escavalier? I'm not sure if the Slowbro has a Fire-type move. You know what? I'm going to stay in with Escavalier. As he actually goes for a Sucker Punch into Cofagrigus. I don't know why, but I guess that was a last-ditch resort, as X-Scissor is going to connect with the Slowbro Rocky Helmet, and it's picking up the knockout on Slowbro, which is fantastic, as I get the Will-O-Wisp off onto the Kangaskhan, which connects, and that will burn the Kangaskhan, and now pretty much Kangaskhan has no chance of winning, especially since it can't hit Cofagrigus. And I might as well disable the Kangaskhan while I'm at it, and go for the X-Scissor. And yeah, this is game. The match is forfeited. My opponent realizes he has no chance of winning. So we will take one win and one loss. Unfortunately, the loss was huge, as that brought me down to 1900s, and the second battle won't be enough for a comeback into 1900s. I'm probably 1995 right now. 1885, excuse me. But yeah, this team definitely did. That first battle was actually pretty good. Even though I lost, it did reveal that I'm really weak to the combination of Kangaskhan and Breloom, which definitely I have to adjust this team for. It's the problem with Heavy Trick Room. You're vulnerable to fast spores and fast fake out combinations. So that's definitely one thing I have to work on. Not sure which member I would want to change though, as all my members were pretty good. I'm guessing maybe Escavalier, but Escavalier has done a lot of work for me. I was thinking maybe switching it into a Lumberry Scizor. Definitely a tough call, but that's a problem for the future. Besides, this team is over with anyway. It might be coming back in future episodes, but it has reached the 7 episodes and has done pretty well for itself. Anyway, if you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a like to support the series. Be sure to hit that subscribe button for more VGC content. I have a lot of stuff planned, and I'm recording it right now, so hopefully Those will be coming out soon. You guys will enjoy and learn more about VGC through this channel. You guys can check out my other series, Kid Icarus Uprising, my Let's Play of Kid Icarus Uprising. You guys can also check out my Singles Road to Rank, which is a new series, not as common as VGC, but if we have enough support for singles, I might be doing it more often. Of course, VGC is uploaded every day, so more VGC content obviously coming your guys' way. You guys can also check out my blog where I am blogging about my current VGC team. This team will be on Blogspot in the future, probably not until I update the rest of my teams that I still have a long way to go to blog. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Be sure to give a like, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time.